My name is Erin Cataldi. I'm the Teen and Adult Reference Librarian at the Clark Pleasant branch. One of the programs I had anticipated on doing this summer was going to be on book recommendations that were perfect for the beach. So, like, just great summer reads. And I figure, well, I can still offer this program virtually. So I'm going to go through 10 different books that you can access through our library, be it print, digital, or audiobook. And these are all feel-good reads because right now, I think we all know we would just want something nice and fluffy and just to take our mind off everything. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and launch into these. First up, I have Well Met. This book is by Jen DeLuca, and it is very cute. So basically, this girl, she has to come and help her sister out who's broken her leg. And her niece is involved in this Renaissance fair and needs a ride to the Renaissance fair every day. And she finds herself roped into helping out with this Renaissance fair. And the guy organizing it seems to have something against her, but soon sparks fly. And it's really cute and it's really nerdy. And if you've ever been a fan of Renaissance fairs or anything of the like, I really recommend this. It was a really cute little rom-com, and I could definitely see this being made into a movie someday. Next, we have Ellen Hillenbrand's Summer of '69. Now, I'm sure most people are aware of this author. She has a ton of books, and they're usually beach reads, and this is no exception. So, as the title implies, this is set in the summer of '69, and it follows the lives of this family of sisters, and they're all doing drastically different things this summer. So, the youngest sister, she is stuck at the beach house, and she doesn't have anyone to like kind of hang out with or play with. Because her older sisters have grown up. She has one sister that's pregnant and is just not really happy with her marriage. And then she has another sister who has gone out to Martha's Vineyard and she's working her way in the like hotel industry there, and things aren't going as planned. And it's super fun. It's a real quick read. I know it looks intimidating in size, but I finished this in one day. And I just liked hearing the different stories from each of the different sisters in there. And on the back, it's got more beach vibes going on. So I definitely recommend this. She is a classic, fluffy beach read kind of girl, this author. If you're looking for something slightly more serious, but even funnier, I have to recommend Amy Poehler's Yes Please. Many of you know she was on Saturday Night Live. She's been in lots of movies. She was in Parks and Rec. Best friends with Tina Fey. I will say if you have a chance to listen to audiobook, which we do own, it's amazing because she actually narrates the entire audiobook herself, and it's so funny because it's just like almost listening to stand-up comedy. And if you get the book though, there's lots of pictures and like funny stuff of her talking about her rise as a comedian, talking about her family life. So there's a couple moments that are a little more serious, but overall it is super funny and it's lighthearted and it just gives you a deeper appreciation for Amy Poehler. I can't have a nice fluffy beach read list without a Nicholas Sparks book. So, I know it's a movie cover. I hate it too. But Safe Haven, which is actually a pretty decent movie as well, talks about a girl who's in, so this is going to get serious at first. You know how Nicholas Sparks is. He has to set the stage. She's in a not a good relationship. It's very bad. And she escapes and she like reinvents herself far away, like on this coastal town. And she like kind of keeps to herself. She's just trying to hide from her abusive ex, but of course she ends up finding a widower and he has kids of his own, and the two hit it off, and she lets her guard down so she can fall in love again, and there's drama and romance and beach, and it's awesome. So there's my one Nicholas Sparks plug. If you're looking for something a little lighter than Nicholas Sparks, you can't go wrong with Amish romance. And before you're like, Amish romance, Erin, you always talk about like Amish romance. I do. This one is called Ella, and it's an Amish retelling of Cinderella. It's by Sarah Price. And if you like this book, there's actually more in the series. So there's one called Belle, which is a fairy tale retelling of Beauty and the Beast. I can't think of what the other one is called, but there are more in the series. And it is worth reading just to see how they can do an Amish retelling of one of these, honestly. So do yourself a favor and read it and then tell me all about it. Next, I have a classic. This is not a newer one, but if you haven't read it, do yourself a favor. The Princess Bride. It is absolutely fantastic. It's by William Goldman, and it is so much like the movie, and so different in some ways too. The movie we already know is a classic, but really, this is the original classic, and it is definitely worth a read, and it is fun, and it's ageless. It's honestly ageless, and it is a good feel-good read. So read this bad boy. One of the funniest rom-coms that I have for you guys today is the Unnie Mooners. This was one of my top 5 picks for 2019. This book was so laugh out loud funny and cute, and if they don't make this a movie, I'm going to be severely upset because everything about this book just made me laugh and giggle. And the premise of it is that a woman who's going to be the maid of honor at a wedding, and she is the maid of honor at a wedding, she and her arch nemesis, who's the best man, they end up having to go on the bride and groom's honeymoon because everybody except the best man and the maid of honor get horrible food poisoning at the reception. And the bride is all about not wasting anything. She's like, you will go on this honeymoon. Like, we won this trip for free, and if you don't go, it's a waste. So she and the best man pretend to be the married couple to go on this free honeymoon. And of course, they hate each other, but then sparks fly. And it is so funny and so witty. And I definitely, oh my gosh, I can't say enough good things about this. Oh, sorry. My cat says hello. Next, I've been on a Hallmark movie binge again. So I went through all the Christmas ones, and I'm working on all the summer and Valentine's Day ones that I missed. And this is not a Hallmark book, but it is a super clean read. It's called Christmas in Winter Hill, and I know you're like, Erin, it's May. It is, but you know what? We're in a pandemic. You might as well read some Christmas stuff while you're at it. There's no way this won't make you feel good. And I won't lie, I just started reading this right now, but it is by Melody Carlson, and she writes for adults and young adults, and hers are inspirational, really clean reads, and there's always a happy ending. So I just know it's going to be good, and I figured I might as well recommend it. It's sitting right next to me. Now, this book I'm about to recommend, I have to give credit to Alyssa Everling at Trafalgar Branch because she recommended me this book, and she was so right because I loved it. This book is called We Ride Upon Sticks by Quan Berry. And this book is set in 1989, and it is about a girls' field hockey team. And there are seniors in high school, and all of a sudden, they make like a pact with Emilio Estevez, a journal, and it's like witchcraft, but not witchcraft, but funny, and it's ridiculous, and I love absolutely every second of this. The characters in this I will be thinking about forever, honestly. This book, I can't rave about it enough. I'm not even doing a good job describing it. 1989, field hockey, wonderful, and I love that they even have, so there is one boy on the team. It's supposed to be an all-girls team, but there's a boy Corey and girl Corey. Those are the two characters. They're really funny. There's a girl who has the bangs, like the Aquanet all over, and they refer to her hair as the claw, her bangs, and the claw is practically its own character. So, I mean, it's just so funny. I can't recommend this enough. A super good read. We Ride Upon Sticks. My cat again. I got cats all over this place. And finally, I'm going to end with The Good Luck of Right Now by Matthew Quick. And you guys may have heard of Matthew Quick. I'm going to give you a 2-for-1 on this. Matthew Quick wrote the Silver Linings Playbook, which if you haven't read it or you haven't seen the movie, absolutely read it. It is fantastic. Has a great ending. It's wonderful. Granted, there's parts of it that are a little heavier, so if you're wanting something 100% light, maybe not that one. But it is so good. Like, I can't recommend it enough. So Matthew Quick wrote this one, and it's called The Good Luck of Right Now. And it is about, there's this grown man, and he's kind of been a mama's boy his whole life. And he's lived with his mom, and his mom has just died, so he doesn't know what to do. And his mom always referred to some mythical like Richard. Like Richard was always in the air. So he started writing letters to Richard Gere. And all of a sudden then there's a road trip and then he makes new friends. And it is like it's so zany and fun and you don't know where it's gonna go until the end. And it is super cute and such a great lighthearted read. So those are my 10 books that are like good beach reads, good light reads. But I can certainly recommend more. We have a feature on our website. If you go to pageafterpage.org, right on our main page, it's called Find Your Next Book. And if you're like, oh man, those 10 books you recommended, I really don't like those. Well, I can help you find the perfect book just for you. So you fill out this cool little form on the Find Your Next Book app, and it's all like, what kind of books do you like? What kind of books do you not like? And you fill it out, and then we're able to use the information to find you the book based off of your interests. So I highly recommend it. It's a great resource. Or if you have any questions, just hit up any of us library staff, and we're more than willing to help you out. Stay safe and happy reading. Thanks, everyone.